and Abbas Bhai came through as the candidates for the Labour Party in 2001, for the election in 2002. And I'm sorry at that time, Atabai, other colleagues.
No, I didn't stand.
Atabai didn't stand. He didn't stand. Other colleagues didn't get through.
I was part of the party member.
Yeah. But a democratic process had given me 70 votes at the Davin Centre. Some people decided that that was wrong, wasn't possible. They cancelled it. A democratic process then even more gave me bigger vote in the next meeting, and I was selected as the candidate, and I became the Labour Party candidate and won the election for the first time in 2002. That is how my political career started. And inshallah, I hope it won't end in that way. I have been a dedicated member, please bear with me, I have been a dedicated member of the Labour Party. Over the last 9 years, I have served the people of this great borough and my constituency, the people of residents of Sweden's Bangla town, with a lot of passion and commitment. It had been a privilege for me to have been a leader of this borough. During my time, my administration, many of my colleagues sit here, we delivered a great deal for this borough. But more importantly, we had delivered 41 excuse me, we had delivered 41 Labour councillors and 2 Labour MP. And a Labour MP in Rushnara Ali, the first Labour MP of Bangladeshi heritage anywhere in Europe. So anywhere in this country. We do have another MP in Europe for Bangladesh heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, in my leadership, I tried my best to serve the people of Thailand with my colleagues. I have been a consistent supporter of the Labour Party. I've also been a consistent supporter of the change the people of Thailand wanted in the referendum, for a governance where a directly elected mayor would run this council. I had supported that from the beginning. Unlike many of my colleagues who stood to be the mayor of Tower Hamlets, whether in the Labour Party or whether in any other party, except respect. I have been consistent. I had expressed my intention to run for the mayor of Tower Hamlets, to run on the ticket as a Labour mayor. In Labour group, I had expressed my interest. When this time last year, we had debates in Labour group. And in the community, many of you know what my aspiration has been from the beginning. I wanted to serve the people of Tower Hamlets. I wanted to be given an opportunity to serve you, ladies and gentlemen, from the front, by leading with example. I had applied to be shortlisted. I'm not going to go through the history. You know the history. What I can say is this: if it wasn't for my fight, if it wasn't for my tenacity, many of my colleagues who had subsequently been placed on the shortlist would not have been on that list. We knew very well who some people in the hierarchy of the Labour Party wanted to be the mayor of Tower Hamlets. If it wasn't for my fight, then we wouldn't have had some of the people express any interest or have a chance to be on the shortlist. Eventually, an appeal process which I had forced the Labour Party to introduce for the first time, ensured that I was placed on the shortlist. You know what happened 2 days later. 2 days later, I get an unsigned letter from the Labour Party saying that they had made a mistake. Friday, I get a signed letter that I've done well, I'm on the shortlist. Monday at 9:30, I get an unsigned letter by email to me saying I'm not on the shortlist. This is the party that I had served for many years. That was the party that was the government for many years in this country. You are aware, ladies and gentlemen, that an out-of-court settlement subsequently placed me on the shortlist, and the Labour Party paid my legal fees in the tune of £41,000. I and my team, I was very pleased and privileged. All I wanted from day one, I'd never asked for favours. I never asked for favours. All I wanted that placed me on the shortlist. Let the will of the people prevail. Don't stitch up the system. Don't stitch up the process. Don't have your candidate be given a leg up in the process. But let's have a wide, extensive shortlist. Let the members, the 1,200 members of the Labour Party, decide who their candidate should be. And if it was someone else other than me, I would have supported that candidate. But all I asked for, a fair process where there's equal playing field. Rahman playing field. No favours for anyone. I never asked for favours. And I never put in a complaint about anyone. That's not the way I operate. There's no history in my political life or personal life where I had complained about my political colleague or my opponent. I never do that. You don't do that. In politics, you don't do that. I was grateful. I had a good team around me. Councillor Ohid Bey led my campaign. He led my campaign. And I'm very grateful for him. I'm grateful to my councillor colleagues, each and every one of them. Some of them are here. Mark Francis, Councillor Asad Bey, Rafiq Bey. I don't know, Ahmed was supposed to turn up. Maybe he's not here. They also played their part. Each and every one of them helped me. The members, the activists, some of you are here. My team, some of them are not even members of the Labour Party, helped me. And together we ensured that on the 4th of September, that the will of the members of the Labour Party prevailed. All I asked for was a chance to go before the members and let them decide. I only had 4 weeks to campaign, 4 weeks. When other candidates had about 2 months, some of them had 3 months to campaign. I had 4 weeks to campaign. And you can imagine how hard I and my team worked. We knocked on every single door in the borough, whether they're Bangladeshi, Somali, or English. I met each and every member in the borough. My colleagues met them too, to persuade them, to explain to them, to clarify to them what I'm about, what my vision is, what I want to do, what my team wants to do, what the Labour Party wants to do. Some of them had very difficult questions about my political life, and I clarified it. I did not hide away from any difficult questions, because I've got nothing to hide in my background. And on the 4th of September, the members of the Timeless Labour Party spoke. 394 members had expressed their clear decision that they wanted to see me in the first choice as their candidate. Only 151 members said they wanted to see Mr. Biggs as their candidate, second candidate. And only, ladies and gentlemen, 117 members, 117 said they wanted to see Councillor Abbas as the mayor of Tower Hamlets. In the second, third, fourth round, one needed 443 votes. So you can imagine, I was only short by what? My maths is not good. Just under 40 more votes to be the first Bangladeshi or any shortlisted candidate for the Labour Party, selected candidate for the Labour Party. In the third, fourth round, I had easily achieved that number, 400, the magic 443. The difference between me and Mr. Biggs was more than, what, some 200 votes. The difference between me and Mr. Abbas was about 300 votes. 300 votes, ladies and gentlemen. The people of Tower Hamlets, the members of Tower Hamlets, are clearly indicated in a fair process, that a process which meant the members had to come to the polling station with their passports. It's disgraceful. But we did, people did. They had to come with photo ID. The majority of the people came with passports. They had to come with a correspondence address documents, recent correspondence document. Some people were turned away. They had to go away. They had to go home, come back again. The people were determined. They were committed. They wanted to vote on that day. I don't know who they voted for. The people turned away. But they came back. They voted for one of the 7. And through that vigorous process, a process which started at 9 a.m. in the morning to 8 p.m. in the evening, 881 people casted the vote, and 433 casted the vote for me. I had achieved the combined, more than the combined total of the other 6 candidates put together. And Mr. Ken Clark, my dear friend Ken Clark, you were there on that night. No, it's still on the YouTube. Came out.
They removed it now.
Came out and declared that I was the official Labour Party candidate for mayor. And on that night, ladies and gentlemen, for the record, let me say this to you. Oli is a witness. Steve is a witness. My friend Councillor Abbas was heartbroken, was disappointed, was seated on the chair with his agent, very despondent. I'd given up on life. I picked him up, gave him a hug as my older brother, and I said, you are the leader. I am not the leader, you are the leader. You come out front of me. That is the respect that I had shown him on that night, and I have always shown him. I picked him up, and I carried him, literally carried him. I said, Abbas bhai, you are the leader of this council, you're my senior, come, be front of me. Go out front of me to the press, the people of the world, and show that we are a united party. And he did come out, you saw that. He came out in front of me and he stood on my left side when the announcement was made. Mr. John Biggs, Mr. Michael Keith, Rosna Mortuza, Shiraz Bhai, Shira Khatun, all of them were gracious. You saw John Biggs come out and shake my hands afterwards. Rosna Mortuza said very kind words about me. They all accepted that I was the candidate for the Labour Party. You may also remember that in 2007, when there was the selection process for the Bethnal Green Road constituency Labour Party, a democratic process which I had supported. That process had produced the members at that time as indicated they wanted Rushnura Ali as their candidate. I came very close second. John Biggs, Mr. Biggs came distant third. And Mr. Abbas came way fourth. Way fourth. But I was very close second to Rushnura Ali. I accepted the result. You know history. She became our first member of Parliament for Bangladesh. And we're very proud of her. I never questioned that result. I accepted that result. From the 4th of September, yes, I was privileged to serve my party, given an opportunity. I went out campaigning. I formed a campaign team. Graham Taylor was the chair of the Times Labour Party, became my agent. Councillor Mark Francis became the chair of the manager of the overall campaign. Oibay was there. Also, other councillors were there also. For 2 weeks, the party came together, we became united, and we started a campaign. I did my launch at the event in which you saw, ladies and gentlemen, many politicians of great names and local activists endorsed me unequivocally. Mr. Jim Fitzpatrick, Keith Bass MP, the former Mayor of London, Ken Livingstone, who has been nominated today as the Labour's candidate for mayor, and other activists. Steve was there too, as the Secretary of the Times Labour Party endorsed me. The Mayor of Lewisham endorsed me. Many members and activists were there that night.